Normal staircases are tricky. Curved staircases are a different level of tricky. In this video, I'll show you a unique and easy method we use to build this set of curved stairs to go up to the floating tree deck. First off, big thank you to my friend Tim Euler who told me about this method of stair building. I'll link to Tim's channel in the description for you to find. Unlike a normal set of stairs where you place the stringers first, then set the risers and treads, this method calls for the stairs to be built individually first, then placed on stilts, then connected to one another. That might not make a lot of sense right now, but it will soon. I first started working on cutting all of the risers while Jacob started attaching the header to the deck. By the way, if you missed the deck build, that is also linked for you below. Since we're building the staircase outside and on uneven ground, Jacob built this temporary platform to give us a level working surface for constructing. Then he also already poured the concrete footers where the bottom of the stairs will end. I was ready to start putting together stairs after getting the risers knocked out. For assembling, the order is a 2x4 is placed on the 2x12 riser. This will later support the next step, subtread. Then the subtread is connected to the face of the 2x12. Construction adhesive is used before attaching each piece. After repeating to make up all 14 stairs, we could start adding stilts to the underside. These will be just temporary members, so no construction adhesive was used, just driving in 2 screws per board. Then we were able to start standing it up, and this is where you'll see how it comes together. The subtread of the step being stood up connects to the 2x4 of the step ahead of it, or in the first step's case, the header of the deck. Then you can repeat with each step following until they are all up and in the air and connected. For attaching, we would lay down a bead of construction adhesive on the 2x4, then drive in a few screws once the subtread was in place. Since Jacob has a model of this entire case before we even got started, he was able to create a layout on the platform showing where each 2x4 post should be landing. This allowed us to quickly set them up, move them into position, and then screw down the top. And then also throw in a screw at the base to keep it from moving. It was absolutely amazing just how quickly all of these came together. I mean, in less than an hour, we had a staircase that we could use and get on top of the deck. Now, before you start leaving me comments about how nothing about this is correct, we are not done. With the steps in place, next we started building the stringers, or what will take the place of the stringers. Instead of 2x12s that you typically see on a straight set of stairs, this unique staircase is using 1/2-inch pressure-treated plywood laminated together to build up the thickness needed. Instead of using a full sheet of plywood, we ripped down some strips to make holding it up in place easier. We would first set some clamps and make sure that the top was overhanging all of the steps. We applied construction adhesive to all of the 2x12s, 2x4, and 1/2-inch subtreads, trying not to get it on the 2x4 stilts as we will want to remove that later. Then use screws to attach this first layer. Before putting on the bottom piece of the first layer, we used some DAP clear caulking to seal the end plywood that will be in contact with the ground. This way it won't be able to soak up moisture. Then we attached it the same as the first. Once that was fully attached, next we trimmed it up to the stairs. This was done with a combination of a jigsaw and a router. A jigsaw to first remove the bulk waste, which makes the router bit in the next step not have to work so hard. Then a flush trim bit in the router to get all of it nice and flush. It does create a mess, but it's a very quick way to get it done. After repeating that same process on the inside of the stairs, we next started adding the treads on top of the subtreads. This is a piece of 3/4-inch material. Again, all of this material is pressure treated. The step is very quick as we just needed to lay down some construction adhesive to the subtread, then set the top tread in place, making sure it was lined up flush, and then screwed it down. Oh, and that's a good tip that Jacob is doing. To make driving in screws easier, you can use a hammer to tap them into place first. This gets rid of that wobbling around phase when driving in screws. Oh yes, and we also made sure to blow off the step before laying down construction adhesive so that the tread would lay nice and flat. By the way, those circles in the center of the steps are weep holes.
Holes match up and everything. Oh.
This will give any moisture a way to escape instead of just getting stuck. It is really cool to feel the entire structure getting stiffer and stiffer the further we build. After reinforcing the steps, next was to add more plywood to the sides. We started off on the inside of the stairs, as the concave surface will definitely be the most difficult. Before moving to the outside to laminate with plywood, we stopped to tape the stairs. And honestly, it actually would have been better to tape before laminating the inside, because then the tape could just run off both sides. Instead, we had one inside corner on the left to contend with, then could just let the tape run wild off to the right and cut it to the length needed. The tape is a time-consuming step, but it will drastically extend the life of the material, so it is worth it. It creates a barrier between the wood and moisture. Once it was complete, we moved to the outside curve and repeated with laminating a stringer together. And this side is much easier to film to show off the process. So now let me show you the details of what we did. We started off by laying a good amount of construction adhesive to layer 1, then adding on layer 2. The most important thing to pay attention to in this step is to get a good connection with no gaps, so that these individual layers become one solid piece and gives the support needed. It's kind of tricky because both ends require 2 different cuts. So we would cut one end and start attaching it, making sure to start on one side and work towards the other. That way it goes down nice and flat. Then before attaching the second end, we would hold up the next board and scribe it to make finding this angle and cutting it much easier. With this being a convex curve, it is much easier to bend and shape. To hold it down permanently, we would locate the 2x12 riser of each step and throw in a few screws. With the staircase being the length it is, the process took 2 pieces of plywood to cover the entire length. No problem though, we just made sure the seam butted up nice and tight when attaching the second piece. After layer 2, we repeated with layer 3 and then eventually layer 4. Jacob says that this is the biggest paper mache project he's ever worked on. Oh, and don't pay any attention to the bottom line of the stringer. All of that will be shaped and cut off later on. Right now, only the top surface matters, as it's the one staying. Next up was taking off the stilts. Since we only put these on with 2 screws from the front of the stairs, we simply had to unscrew them from the front of each one. Even though we were mindful on where we placed adhesive, some still needed a little bump of persuasion to let loose. Spooky. The true confidence came from climbing on the stairs themselves. My goodness, it is incredible how solid they felt. Very little deflection was felt even when full-blown jumping up and down on them. Okay, let's go ahead and pretty it up some. This was done by shaping the plywood and can of course be done in any manner of shapes and ways. I did subtle curves to make it a little unique, then cut along my line with a jigsaw. After the cut, then this could be sanded to clean it up a bit, and then let's call it finish. Well, for that portion anyways. For the steps, they still needed to be decked. We're once again using the Trex composite decking in order to match the deck's decking. Wow, what a transformation. Also just way more convenient than moving a ladder in place every time we want to sit and enjoy the deck. Of course, it still needs a coat of paint. No, I don't plan on leaving the pressure treated plywood as is, but the material still needs to dry out a few more weeks before it'll accept a coat of paint. So stay tuned for the final look of it and the underside of the deck. In the future, we will be adding a unique railing to not only the staircase, but also the deck itself. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. It has most definitely been one of my all-time favorite builds and a heck of a lot of work. I will see you on whatever I'm building next, guys. If you have been wanting to make a rocking chair, then I have templates for this design right here. Or if you go to my website, I have templates for tons of other projects as well.